Hey y'all, we're gonna make some potato candy. All you need is one medium potato, some confectionate sugar, plenty of confectionate sugar, and peanut butter. That's it. The best candy ever. So what I've done so far is I boiled a medium potato and then I put it in my KitchenAid to make it like mashed potatoes. I whipped it up, nothing else, just the potato. Now I'm gonna add confectionate sugar. Now you're gonna think this is a lot of sugar, but this is what makes it so good. Well, with the peanut butter too. So I'm gonna continue. Add the sugar 1 cup at a time to the potato, to the mashed potato. Scraping down the sides after every cup until we get it to the consistency we want. It could be anywhere from 4 to 6 cups of sugar. Okay, I've got a piece of parchment paper and all I'm doing is sprinkling confectionate sugar on this, and you want plenty of it. There's never too much sugar. All right, this is the consistency you want your dough. You want it like taffy. And then you're going to place it on your parchment paper. I'm going to sprinkle some more sugar on top of it. I heard somebody say one time, if you ever think you have too much sugar in potato candy, add more sugar. And then we're just going to press this out. So I'm going to get my hands in it. We're going to roll it out in a minute. I'm going to get as thin as I can with my fingers. You're going to want this about 1/8 to 1/4. It's a strong dough, so, and I try to keep it in a rectangle if I can. This is not a, shall I say, This is very messy, as Alyssa says, when she did her caramel apple video. Very messy. Okay, now I'm gonna get my, oh, I didn't know that was in the way, I'm sorry. Now I'm going to get my rolling pin and roll it out a little bit thinner. This is my favorite rolling pin. Sweet Hunter got this outside and cut it for me, and we washed it up, and I love it. It's just PVC pipe, that's all it is. So I am going to sprinkle more sugar on it, and then we're gonna roll it a little bit thinner. And like I say, I try to keep it in a rectangle as much as I can. Sweet Hunter loves this candy. That's probably gonna be about right. So next, I just kind of shape it up a little bit. I like to just cut the ends off. Bet y'all know who'll get this. Just to make it prettier. Doesn't have to be perfect. All right, and then I'm going to sprinkle some more confectionate sugar. Now I've got another piece of parchment. I'm just going to put it on top of that. I do have confectionate sugar in there, so I've got to be careful. And I'm just going to flip this over. And yes, it could be messy. Peel this off. Now I'm going to spread some peanut butter on it, and you want to do that thin. You don't want to do it thick. And I like to spread it up at the top, around the edge. Well, I actually try to get it all over the edge. You don't want it so thick it's gonna run out. So as you can tell, there's not specific measurements on this, because one reason is each potato is different, and you don't know how much liquid it has in it, how much starch it has in it, and the starch is what holds the potato together. The candy. My kids love this. Sweet Hunter loves this. My grandbabies love it. So good. And I'm not the best one to make this. I have saw some very pretty potato candy. but it is delicious, I'll tell you that. Now we're going to roll this up, and I'm going to use my parchment paper to get it started. Some people use plastic wrap. Try to get it as tight as you can. As you can see, that peanut butter must be warm. You can use this parchment paper to your advantage because it will help you roll it. This is just delicious. I heard somebody else say when you're making peanut butter candy and you're worried about the sugar, remember you're making candy and not a salad. I thought that was pretty cool. All right, now what I like to do is I like to cut the ends off to make it just extra neat. You can see what it's gonna look like. Isn't that beautiful? So pretty. But that's the end, so you know who'll get them. Okay, this cuts better cold. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this in half just because it's easier to lift up. And I am going to put it on this platter. See how pretty? And I'm gonna let it get cold. And then I'll slice them. I'm gonna make another one, I think. I've already got the dough ready. So I'm gonna get busy on that while this is chilling. So I ended up doing 6 logs like this. And I'm gonna give them to my family. I'm gonna freeze some. This is very rich. It's delicious. And every time I think of it, I think of a special person. My Aunt Bonnie. I don't know why we said aunt, but she's my mom's aunt. And she always made this. Y'all need to try it if you haven't. It's delicious. Aunt Bonnie's potato candy. Sweet memories. In honor of my mom. Y'all go cook something.